Today, we are celebrating the Good Governance Day, organized by the Good Governance Department, which was supposed to be celebrated on 25th December. But what our Chief Secretary Saab already have mentioned, there was an urgent call from Delhi. So almost all the officers were to go to Delhi, and it has not been possible on the same day. But better late than never. Today we are celebrating. And we know that in this Good Governance Day, we have with us our respected Chief Secretary, Sir, Sri Jitendra Kumar Sinha ji. We have with us Director General of Police, Sri Anurag ji. Both of them have delivered their speech, and lot of things they have mentioned. And we learned so many things. And specifically, our Chief Secretary has inspired you like anything, that we have to make this Tripura a new Tripura. We have with us Sri R.K. Samal, Principal, Chief Conservator of Forest, Government of Tripura, and Secretary, Good Governance Department, Sri Kiran Gitte. I must give him a big thanks and his full team, that the way they are working, in a hard working, I must say. And because of that, so many prizes we have received nationally. Really, I am very much happy for their words. We have with us all the senior officers, civil services officers, secretaries, seniors officers of Tripura Police, officers of Forest Services, SPs, DMs, and other field officers and media friends. Good Governance Day, as already I have mentioned, that is observed every year to honor the birth anniversary of our former Prime Minister, 10th Prime Minister of India, Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, on 25th December of every year, on his birth anniversary. Therefore, it gives me immense pleasure to stand before you to observe the Good Governance Day, and the main aim of this Good Governance Day celebration to promote the ideals of good governance, such as transparency, accountability, efficiency, responsiveness, and citizen-centric administration. This is the core aims of this Good Governance Day celebration. And this day, the day reminds us that governance is not just about government, but about making life better for every citizen. Regarding this, all my former speakers, they have mentioned about it. And our revered Prime Minister, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, he believed that governance is not merely about the exercise of power, but about sensitivity, dialogue, and dignity of the common citizen. His vision continues to inspire governments across India to strive for governance that is human, inclusive, and forward-looking. Nowadays, recently, the terms governance and good governance are being increasingly used in the development of state as well as the country. Now, if we say good governance, then there must be some opposite word also. So what is bad governance? So if we say bad governance, that means it is regarded as one of the root causes of all evil within our societies as well as in our state or in the country. And we know about it, where this thing is happening. So good governance is about how decisions are taken, how institution functions, and how outcomes are delivered. It is a mechanism, and that mechanism to be built, the trust between the state and the citizen. Our ultimate delivery systems to be given to the citizen only. So the government of Tripura has concisely chosen to place good governance at the center of its development strategy. Over the last few years, we have recognized that lasting transformation cannot be achieved through isolated or discrete implementation of schemes and programs alone. There must be some timeline, there must be some target, not in a haphazard way. So it requires strong institution, evidence-based policy making. What is evidence-based policy making? It refers to the practice of developing policies that are grounded in empirical evidence and research rather than incidental experience or practice. It aims to ensure that policy decisions are informed by the best available data, which can lead to more effective and efficient outcomes in public governance. That is called evidence-based policy making. And continuous reforms. So it requires strong institutions, evidence-based policy making, and continuous reforms. And for these reforms, we have been awarded. So that must continue. The phase 2 is now started, and from day one, we have started. Our officer, Chief Secretary Sahab already have mentioned that we have started, and it should be. Now responsibility is more, because we got first position all over across the country. So now we should be very much careful. It should not be downgraded now. With this understanding, in August 2023, we established the Good Governance Department, a dedicated institutional mechanism to anchor reforms, improve coordination. Interdepartmental coordination is very important, and promote outcome-oriented governance across departments. Subsequently, on 25th December 2023, when just I became the Chief Minister, I have no idea, ABCD knowledge of this good governance and all. Just chaired the meeting only, but now I could realize what is the importance of this good governance. So the time will actually give you the lessons. Every day we learn. Today also I am learning. So this Tripura Institution of Transformation was launched under the guidance of Niti Aayog State Support Mission. What is this Niti Aayog State Support Mission? It aims to enhance the capacity of state and other union territories to achieve their socio-economical goals through structured support and collaboration. So this is their role. Sometimes they come also, and they give some support. The logistic support also they used to give. So this TIFT is conceived as Tripura's policy think tank, an institution that would combine research, innovation, then stakeholder engagement, and long-term planning aligned with the national vision articulated by Niti Aayog. I feel proud to note that TIFT has been recognized as one of the 7 front-runner state institutions in the country by Niti Aayog. It's a very proud matter for us, all of us. And in a relatively short span of time, the Good Governance Department and TIFT have emerged as key driver of policy formulation and It acts as a catalyst also to reform, hand-holding departments for key initiatives, and laying the framework for project monitoring and evaluation. I have no idea whether all this department, they are cooperating with the TIFT or not. If I will urge upon you, all the secretaries over here, if there is any gap, you must take the advice or consult with this TIFT, and through TIFT, everything should be carried forward. TIFT is truly playing a key role to help the state transition from incremental improvement. Previously, there was incremental improvement. Now, from these incremental improvements, it is going to transformational governance. That is very needed. Under the state support mission of Niti Aayog, what I have mentioned, Tripura is working closely with the lead knowledge institution to identify its core strengths, define realistic targets, and develop sectoral roadmaps. What is sectoral roadmaps? It refers to a strategic planning tool that outlines the path from the current state to desired outcome within specific sectors or industries or specific areas. I would like to mention our valuable knowledge partnership with the Indian Institute of Management Calcutta, already have mentioned, in TV screen also we have seen, and then Indian Statistical Institute Kolkata, National Law University Agartala, which has strengthened our capacity for evidence-based policy making, monitoring and evaluation. This collaboration approach has ensured that governance reforms in Tripura are not personality driven, but institution driven and future proof. Then what is personality driven? It is characterized by high motivation, ambition, then relentless pursuit of goals after leading to significant achievements and success. And over the last 2 years, the Good Governance Department has formulated record retention and disposal policy as well as asset management policy. Now, if we say what is this disposal policy, that outlines to a framework how resources, credential, or configurations are managed to be temporarily or specific purpose before being discarded. And if we say about this formulated record retention, what is this? Is a critical process for maintaining the integrity and accessibility of government's records. And what is asset management? Is a formal document that outlines an organization's principle, then intention, directives for managing its assets effectively throughout their life. So, in this line, innovation, what we have seen, that innovation is also a cornerstone of this kind of modern governance. TIFT had collaborated with the IIM Calcutta's Innovation Park to organize a design thinking workshop to formulate Tripura startup policy. It aimed to address systemic challenges faced by startups, access to finance, incubation support, mentoring, and market linkages, ensuring that innovation in Tripura is inclusive, scalable, and sustainable. TIFT has recently conducted stakeholder consultation for formulation of pharmaceutical and allied sector policy. Similar initiative by TIFT in the sectors of logistics, healthcare, and tourism reflect promotion of balanced and inclusive development approach by the state government. No governance reform is complete without focusing on youth and employment. Recognizing this, TIFT has conducted comprehensive study to revamp the state's skill development ecosystem. The objective is to align skills with industry demand, improve placement outcomes, and prepare our youth for emerging sectors and global opportunities. We are also working on establishing foreign language schools in collaboration with Ramakrishna Mission. Good governance also requires modern instruments for service delivery and infrastructure creation. To supplement the public investment in infrastructure, it is essential to secure private investments. And for this purpose, state government has established a public-private partnership cell in good governance. The PPP cell is actively supporting the departments in structuring the projects, conducting feasibility studies, then completing procurement processes, and engaging with private partner transparency and professionally. This cell has provided support to multi-speciality hospital in Antoli. Talk is going on. Then multi-level car parking at Bartola. Then affordable housing in Nandannagar and several other projects. A roundtable was hosted by Good Governance Department with Nath Health for fostering investments in health sector of the state. Nath Health is an inclusive institution that has representation of small and medium hospitals or like nursing homes and etc. One of the most transformative initiatives undertaken by the TFD is the development of the District Good Governance Index. For the first time, governance performance across districts will be assessed through objective sector-wise indicators such as quality of public health, education and human development, infrastructure and utilities, social welfare, financial inclusion and citizen-centric governance. So I am sure that this kind of district good governance index will promote if these districts is having good governance and their index, if there is good index, that will promote healthy competition, I hope so, among the districts and enable them to perform better. I am pleased to note that TIFT's sustained engagement with Niti Aayog has led to several tangible achievements. The recent sanction of final location survey for the Jirania-Bhujongnagar railway line. From outside, we think that it has been done, but who is doing and how it is doing? Now, if we read it, then we can understand. Behind the screen, who is the master and who are doing all these things. I'm really thankful to this TIFT. And a critical infrastructure intervention to support industrial development is one such example. Tripura's good governance journey has earned recognition beyond the state. As per the deliberation in the 72nd plenary session of the Northeast Council under chairmanship of Union Home Minister Amit Shah Ji, I was given the responsibility as the convener of the high-level task force on investment promotion in the Northeastern region. In consultation with other 7 states, we formulated a unified, analytical, and actionable industrial investment policy for the Northeast. And this report received wide appreciation from Union donor Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia and all the chief ministers. I still remember, virtually he stood up and gave us, not to me, entire team, a big salute he has given to us. In fact, report prepared by Tripura is used as model template for all task forces under, here it is written under other, for all the task forces under other chief ministers. This clearly indicates enhanced administrative capacity and growing credibility of Tripura as a policy leader in the Northeastern region. With good performance also come increased responsibility again. If you do more work, there will be more work would be given. This is the problem with us. So no problems. Due to excellent work by the task force on investment promotion, I was also made convener of one more task force on infrastructure and logistics in November 2000. 25. So once again, our team of officers, actually I don't do anything. My officers, I'm really proud of my officers that as and when necessary, they rush like anything and make everything is possible. So this time also they have done. Our team of officers worked in close coordination with other states and central agencies to come up with very valuable report on development of infrastructure and logistic in Northeast region within just 2 months. Just imagine. And it was given, this task was given to our Honorable Chief Minister of Assam. And he said that he would be somewhat busy during election. So day before yesterday, he came here. He told me that I told you things so that you can bear this responsibility. Tripura's achievement of securing first rank of deregulation already have mentioned, and compliance reduction is a matter of really a great pride for us. TIFT's partnership with National Law University Tripura played major role in formulation of Jan Vishwas Act 2025. Honorable Prime Minister praised the performance of our state when I also met him in Delhi before the conference or conclave of our chief secretaries of all the states. Presentation of our reform strategy was given to all other states during the 5th Chief Secretary's conference. Government of Bihar already have mentioned that had invited our officer to learn about Tripura model of ease of doing business. When Gitteji came to me and he said that he has been invited to go there and present how they have made it possible. I said, no, tell them to come here. So somebody told that, no, it is our pride if you send our officers to that Bihar, so that would be better. And he went there, and he has already ventilated our every nook and corner of our handovers. I would like to congratulate all officers who have immensely contributed to this success. Good governance also involves reconnecting with our people, wherever they may be. The Tripuravashi initiative, already you know it, is a unique platform to re-establish emotional bonds with Tripura's global diaspora. From virtual engagement in the first year to physical summit in second year, Pravashi Tripuravashi initiative has transformed emotions into engagement, bringing ideas, mentorship, investment, and strategic inputs for the state's development. Our Pravashi Tripuravashis are keen to be part of Tripura's growth story, and they represent diverse sectors. Out of total 86 Pravashis who attended the program, 24 are working in IT sectors. Not in India, across the world, in different places. 12 are entrepreneurs, 11 are engaged in academic professions, some of them were scientists also. 10 are in consulting business, 8 are in contributing to science and technology, 7 each belong to tourism and health services, and other 7 are from arts, films, and other backgrounds. So this team, I think in future, would be our asset, and I'm sure the next year, this time they were supposed to come only 75, and instead about 86 had come. So in future, I'm sure from different countries of the world, next time about 350 to 400 people will be coming, and they will be our asset in future. Above strides of Tripura state in good governance initiatives reinforces an important principle of good governance, that small states, what our Chief Secretary Saab already mentioned, can lead through ideas, institutions, and innovation. Tripura state has received so far, you will be glad to know, that 347 national and regional awards in last 8 years as we practice good governance in true spirit we have received. Our governance reforms are not isolated efforts. They are deeply aligned with the national aspiration of Vikasita Bharat 2047 as desired by our Honorable Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi ji. Finally, governance is not a destination. It is a continuous journey of learning, reform, and service. And Charaiviti, 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 it should be continued. The show must go on. So that should be our intent. And I think our officers will go forward. On this day, I congratulate the small but young team of the Good Governance Department and TIFT for their dedication and professionalism. I also acknowledge the commitment of our officers, district administration, and stakeholders who are making governance reforms meaningful on the ground. Let us renew our collective resolve to build a progressive, inclusive, future-ready new Tripura, a state where governance is transparent, institutions are strong, and development truly reaches every citizen. Again, I congratulate the TIFT and Good Governance Department and also all the officers who have been given the honor with prestigious certificates from the Tripura state. With this, I conclude my speech. Thank you. Jai Hind. Namaskar. Vande Mataram. Bharat Mata Ki Jai.
Deepest gratitude to our Honorable Chief Minister, sir, for the much inspiring and valuable address. And sir, your words really reflected deep empathy, clarity of purpose, and unwavering commitment to the people-centric governance. And sir, you have not only shared